Hi there, welcome back to French Shaves. Happy Easter for those of you who celebrate that. It's the first day of Easter today, the Thursday, at least here in Norway. We're gonna do a shave with a new soap, kindly sent from YAQI for review. And this is Issey MIYAQI, and that's a really cool samurai there with a samurai sword on the label, I think it is. It smells beautifully. It's a strong scent, it's easily a 6 out of 10. It's a tallow-based soap made by Master Soap Creations for YAQI. I tried to read up on the web to see if I could. I think it's a dupe or inspired by some perfume. I couldn't find anything. I also wanted to check the scent notes, which I didn't find either. But for me, it opens up really fresh. I get some citrus. It's I think it's probably bergamot, and it's some floral things going on there. But it also has a depth to it, so it's some spiciness behind there in some way. I would describe it as a kind of a masculine scent. It's really, really enjoyable, that's for sure. It's a great scent. The brush of choice is this cool brush from Frank Shaving. It has it's a G7 knot, fan knot, and it's a 28 millimeters, so quite a big knot with some good backbone to it and really soft, nice tips. If you're looking into getting some Frank Shaving brushes, use Fred_shaves at checkout. Then it will save you some money. I don't get anything from it, but you will save some bucks. I wonder if it's 10% off. I'm not exactly sure, but it should work to give you a little discount. And we are shaving with the legendary Gillette Fatboy today. It's a E4, so that should be A, B, C, D, E. I think it's a 1959. Pretty sure it's a 1959. Yes, it's a 1959. And inside it's a 4th use Perma sharp. And we're gonna start it off for the first pass at setting number 5. So with that said, let's wet the brush and get to loading. So I woke up yesterday. If you hear my voice, it's a little bit off. Had a little bit sore throat. Probably a little mild cold going on, I don't know. I had a running session today. The plan said intervals, but I took a easy run instead, and I actually felt the throat went better after that, so that's a good thing. I celebrated my father today, which did become 63 years old last weekend. So we were over there eating sausages, cake, and things we often do while celebrating birthdays here in Norway. It was a nice time with the family. Loading up quite heavy here. It's a big knot, and this is a phenomenal soap base, and I want to make a good lather. That should be plenty. Let's wet the face in some cold water. Take off the proto lather, or suds, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, it's a phenomenal soap base. For me, it's easy top shelf stuff, which actually really many artisans are these days. You don't find that scent a bad artisan. It's more down to preference of soap bases and scents. This went thick into the brush. That will require a lot of water, but I like to lather, so that's okay. Let's wet it up. So it's a bank holiday here in Norway now. I've been off from work since last Friday, and I'm back to work at Tuesday. So nice with some quality time with family. Really nice with this little spring break. You probably call it spring break over in the US. I don't know, for you American viewers, does the spring break over at you, does that come together with the Easter week? Or is that two separate occasions during springtime? Please tell me in the comment. I'm a little bit interested into those things. Many of you know I work as a teacher in high school or in junior high, which will probably be the same over in the States. In Norway it's the 8th, 9th and 10th degree. It's basically before they go into senior high. I don't know if we call it, what's middle school? That's probably lower levels. Middle school is that probably 5th, 6th and 7th grade, or am I completely off now? At least I'm working with kids that are between 12 and 16 years old-ish. So teenagers basically. Mathematics, science and yeah, so on. So I'm just adding water here until the lather turns transparent. It's a really easy soap base to work with. I love this soap base. Thank you so much to Grace and YAQI for sending off for review. I really appreciate it. Now you can see through all over. Then I know it's time to spray. This has a phenomenal nice face massage, this brush. It's a really nice knot. I prefer the G7 over the G9. The G9 is the newest synthetic, I think, from Frank Shaving. I haven't seen any G10. G9 is a little bit too much backbone for my liking. But the G7 is really nice. Not tried the G8. But that is supposed to be even heavier backbone than the G9, so I don't think it will be for me. I could be wrong. It also depends on the loft and so on, but I haven't tried it, so I can't speak of it. But this feels superb. And you can see, look at this phenomenal lather. Lather all the way down my t-shirt as well. But it needs more water. And as I used to say, we're gonna give it what it craves. You can see it building up nicely on the brush, starting to run down the handle, which is a sign of hydration. This is phenomenal creamy lather. scooping off on the chin. And back to duty. And then it's time for some more agitation. I can stand this all day long, it feels so good. Look at that ladder. We're gonna give it a touch more water. And then we're good to go. This is crazy, crazy wet. And really, really shiny. Phenomenal soap base, look. It's sliding down my face, look at that. Wow. And it's so heavy, so it starts to fall off the brush. Wow. And I made a completely mess out of myself, as usual. It feels safe when everything is as usual, doesn't it? Excuse me. Just a little itch in the throat. I have some allergies going on as well. It's pollen season here now. Mostly affecting my eyes for so long, but eventually will affect my nose, especially when the grass pollen starts coming, often in May. Right, 1 day of growth, first pass north to south. Phenomenal razor, by the way. It's replated in factory nickel. I'm not quite sure who replated it, because I bought it secondhand, or I don't know how many has owned it, but the previous owner had it for replating. I know it's not Razor Emporium, because I would remember that. Setting 5 is beautifully smooth. Perfectly middle of the road efficiency. And you can just barely feel the blade. So setting 5 is kind of a sweet spot for me at first pass with 1 day of growth. I love the look of the Fatboy and the heft of it. It just looks and feels so classy. If you're collecting winter Gillettes, this is one of the models you really should have in your collection. And this thing, it works as it did once it was new. And it looks new old stock because of the replate, of course. Super slick soap. Oh, really nice scent. I really get more of the spicy kind of things now. It's an interesting scent. It's many layers, and it opens up during the shave. Look, the lather starts to trying to get away from me. It's a really nice second layer there. Look at the sheen. It's bloody phenomenal, I'll tell you that. Alright, we're gonna turn the razor down to setting number 3 for a second pass. And then you unscrew it. I like to unscrew it all the way, so I know I don't harm the mechanism. And then you just, and the last quarter turn to lock everything into place. And setting 3 is really mild. No bleed feel at all. But it's still doing its job. This is a scent I could wear as a perfume. It's really good. Wife liked it as well. This is a really nice ridges in the handle of the Fatboy, so it doesn't get slippy. Even with soapy fingers, no problem at all. It's perfection from the 50s. Really interesting decade. Razor-wise, car-wise, clothes-wise, music-wise. There's a lot of good things with the 50s. Just a couple of years before I was born myself. Now it would have been cool to experience those years. But of course many things are better now due to technology, medicine, science and that sort of things. This is a really good lather for being third pass. With just sitting in that brush, it holds its shape really good. It's a little bit drier, but I'm gonna shave it just the way it is. And we're gonna go all the way down until setting number 1 for the last pass against the grain. Okay. Be careful under your nose with the Gillettes. There are some blade overhang there which can cut you. It can easily catch a nostril, and then you'll probably bleed. It is a sharp blade in there, if you didn't know. It's very slick soap, and the residual slickness are elite. Really comfortable against the grain. The soap is still rinsing easily off the razor, so it's still nice and hydrated, although it's a little bit drier. You can see I'm going over the same areas several times. No issues. The residual thickness is that good. I'll put links to the soap in the description of the video, and we'll also put the link to the Frank shaving. You can go and check out his brushes. Yeah, that's a superb shave. Going down for some cold water rinsing. Skin feels really moist. Immediately after the shave. Even though I haven't added any post-shave yet, and I will only do one post-shave product tonight, and that's the matching spillage. You have it here. It's witch hazel based and rose water. You get a sudden whiff of the witch hazel to start off with, and then it just opens up with a beautiful fragrance. Oof, this is a strong scent as well, stronger than the soap. I would rate it at 8 out of 10 in scent strength. And it's an awesome formula on the splashes. I always get a little sting, which I presume is the rose water and witch hazel just working with the skin. Leaves the skin feeling silky smooth and moist when it has dried down. And that is me mostly done and dusted. Really nice 3-passer there. Great shave. And the shave was with this Bad boy kindly sent for review from YAQI. Thank you again very much. Really appreciate it. I love it. With that said, thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. If you celebrate Easter, happy Easter to you. And until my next video, goodbye.